Why can how you communicate in your business be so difficult? I want to share a little story with you that looks innocent enough. It was certainly just a brief email that came through from my wife. She said, hey Tom, do you want to go out on a date night next Thursday? Or actually, not next Thursday, Thursday after. I was like, yeah, cool, that sounds great. And that's where the email ended. Can you see the difficulties in this at all? Because right now I've said, she's asked me and said, hey, do you want to go? I've said, yep, but we're going to need tickets. We're going to need a calendar entry. And right now it is not clear who's doing what. Now, what's the potential? Well, we go along. We come along and days go by and suddenly tickets sell out, can't get in, or fail to buy tickets at all and have a massive fight. Like, how did this happen? I thought you were going to book the tickets. I told you. You said this. I said that. This disaster, this absolute miscommunication problem that happens so easily. Why did it happen? Well, what happened there was an invitation. I said yes, but beyond that, there was no assigning of who's going to do what. Who's going to buy the tickets? Who's going to put the calendar entry in? Do we need a babysitter? Are there any other contingencies that we need to think about? None of this was dealt with. And I bring this to your attention because this is happening in your business all the time. It's not just my wife and myself communicating. This happens all the time. Hey, you want to do this? Yeah, cool. And then nothing gets done because no one is taking the initiative to say, yeah, I'll do that. This is a trained skill, or this is a default in your business. You see, that's your challenge, that things do not just get said, oh, we should do this. Rather, when you say, hey, we should, first of all, are we going to? Yes or no? And if we are, who's going to do it? And then where is that documented? You see, the pace of life these days is so fast. We've got technology and we've got massive disruption. Tech plus disruption from COVID equals distracted people, equals easy to forget, equals deadlines approaching and you're not on top of it and suddenly it's a disaster. Verbal instructions carry this risk. Email instructions carry this risk. Meetings carry this risk. Any decisions that get made carry this risk. All of these things not only need to be decided upon, but then clarified as to what needs to be done. What are we going for? What actually needs to be done here? When's it need to be done by? Who's going to do it? And how are they going to do it? Most of the time, none of those things are even defined. At least with my wife's event, we have a date, 2nd of December. It's like, okay, 2nd of December, that's when the event's on. At least the when is defined, but there might be a variable experience about when the tickets sell out. They might not, but that's a chance. And if we want to go, then we should take action now. I was reading Work the System, and one of their principles is take action now, get it done now. Why? Because otherwise it backlogs and now you have a management debt. You have things that could be done tomorrow, could be done in a week, but if they choose to do them now, then it's done. This eliminates a lot of problems. This puts you significantly ahead of the ball game instead of behind. This allows you to deal with any problems that come up from that action by taking action now. But the insight that I want you to get is that humans are fallible. We are distractible. We forget things. We struggle to see all that is going on. Many businesses will have no idea about what's actually going on in their business. It's like, yeah, we're working on this, we're working on this, and there's 14 other projects that have been forgotten about until they burst into flames and suddenly emergency actions get taken. But that takes away from the other work that was getting done, and now that then becomes a liability to turn into a fire. And round you go, working long hours, dealing with fire after fire, failing to be successful, failing to have profit, difficulty with your customers, difficulty with everything in your business. You are living a nightmare, working 80, 60, 100-hour weeks. I saw this beautiful quote. It's like, entrepreneurs work 100-hour weeks so they can avoid working a 40-hour week. It's like, oh, that hurts. That hurts. Very interesting. Maybe it'd just be better just to work the 40-hour week. See, business is hard. Business is hard. If you don't know what you're doing, then you end up doing that 100-hour week. So you might ask, well, what's the solution to this? What's the possibility? Is there even a solution to this? What I have you consider is that you need a structure in your business that supports humans. You need a default structure that gets those 4 things done. What's getting done? When's it getting done by? Who's doing it? And how is it doing it? How is it getting done? One of the problems of project management software is that they sell you on the 18 different templates, the 25 different templates, the 36 different templates. You're like, fantastic. But realize that all of those are different templates. This means that you now isolate your teams into only being able to work on that style of project management. The interesting thing is that you don't need 36 templates. You just need one. You need one structure that handles these 4 things. What's getting done? Who's doing it? When's it getting done by? And how do we do it? I call it the magic board. Why? Because you get a lot of advantages with this. You can see the work in your business. You can keep track of how much is going on. Your teams know when things are due. They know who's doing them. You can see backlogs. And you can use your SOPs, your how, very easily. Suddenly, the work becomes consistent. The work gets done on time. And instead of having 15 backlog projects that are all catching on fire, you have a smooth running system. The possibilities for a business run like this are significant. Compliance issues go away. Customer happiness goes up. The ability to complete actions goes way up. Your ability to test your marketing, test your advertising, test your sales messages goes significantly up. Why? Because you don't waste so much time. You're staying focused on what needs to be done, and you've got a consistent method of getting it done. If you want some help with this, head over to systemio.dev. Come and check out the magic board. One of the more exciting things that I've created in my life, I'm like, oh my goodness, check this out. Check this out. Get those things handled. If you don't want the magic board, that's totally cool, but I will give you the hint that you need to know or have a consistent way of dealing with what needs to be done, who's going to do it, when does it get done by, and how does that happen. All right, that's all I got for you today. Head over to systemio.dev. Look forward to continuing the journey as we continue to explore this very interesting topic of how systems create results. I'll see you tomorrow.